Welcome to today's deep dive. You probably have like a dozen cheap tangled cords sitting in a junk drawer right now, just waiting to be thrown away.
Oh, definitely. We all do.
Right. But today we are looking at something completely different. It's a $25 1.6-foot cable that is engineered like, well, industrial machinery. Okay, let's unpack this. We're looking at the spec sheet for the DVIGear DVI-23005-HR cable.
Yes, the heavy-duty one.
Yeah, and it boasts 24 AWG copper wires over just half a meter of distance. I mean, it's like putting a bank vault door on a dollhouse. Why does such a short distance require such heavy-duty copper?
Well, to understand the whole bank vault comparison, you really have to look at what's being locked inside. First, let's clarify that 24 AWG rating.
Right, the wire gauge.
Exactly. In wider gauges, a lower number actually means a thicker, heavier wire. And it needs that thickness because of the massive invisible data load it carries. What's fascinating here is the sheer volume of that data.
Yeah, the specs on this thing are pretty wild.
They are. This cable supports HDMI version 1.3, which is the deep color standard for 1080p HDTVs, and PC resolutions up to 1920 by 1200. We are talking about data rates up to 3.4 gigabits per second.
Man, squeezing 3.4 gigabits per second through 1.6 feet of wire is like trying to blast a fire hose through a drinking straw without spilling a drop. But wait, let me push back here for a second.
Sure.
We're talking about a digital signal, right? Just ones and zeros. It's not like an old analog antenna where the picture gradually gets fuzzy and you have to adjust the rabbit ears.
Yeah, no static here.
Right. Doesn't a digital signal either make it across that tiny gap or not? Why do we need thick copper to prevent signal degradation?
Because at that massive speed, the timing of those ones and zeros becomes incredibly precarious. The engineers use that thick copper to minimize insertion loss.
Which is basically technical shorthand for signal dropouts, right?
You got it. It minimizes dropouts and guarantees what they call ultra-low skew. See, when data travels, different parts of the signal can actually arrive at slightly different times.
Wait, really? Over that short a distance?
Yeah, absolutely. And that timing mismatch is the skew. If those ones and zeros arrive even a fraction of a millisecond out of step, the data just gets completely scrambled.
Oh, wow. So instead of some vague marketing claim about, unsurpassed digital fidelity, we're really talking about preventing those annoying black screen flickers or random green pixels from popping up during a movie.
Precisely. Ensuring that data marches perfectly in time requires a totally uncompromising physical pathway.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. The spec sheet also highlights that it is triple shielded for superior noise immunity. Wait, are we worried about our home theater cables hearing things?
Well, not hearing like ears, but we are definitely worried about electromagnetic noise, yes.
Right, because if you look behind your own TV setup at home, it is usually a complete mess of power cords, receivers, maybe a Wi-Fi router.
It's always a tangled nightmare back there.
Totally. And all of that hardware creates invisible electronic interference that actively attacks your video signal. So this triple shielding is basically acting like heavy-duty noise-canceling headphones for your high-definition movie.
That is a perfect analogy. And those noise-canceling headphones are vital because this isn't a cord you just toss loosely behind a desk. If we connect this to the bigger picture, all this over-engineered construction is fundamentally about safety and permanence.
Right, because it's meant to go on the wall.
Exactly. This cable carries dual UL ratings, specifically UL13CL2 and UL758 AWM2276. It is in-wall rated and RoHS compliant.
Okay, but what does an in-wall rating actually mean mechanically? I mean, why does the wall care what kind of cable is inside it?
It really comes down to fire safety. Standard plastic cables can act like a fuse.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, they can spread fire rapidly behind drywall, or worse, they release toxic fumes when they burn. The in-wall rating, along with being RoHS compliant, which just means it's free of hazardous materials, ensures that this cable won't accelerate a fire or fill a room with toxic chemicals.
That makes total sense.
It's built to be a permanent, safe architectural fixture inside your home.
So what does this all mean for you listening? Well, if you lock a piece of infrastructure permanently behind drywall, it absolutely cannot fail.
Yeah.
And the next time you enjoy a flawless digital picture, you can appreciate the hidden, triple-shielded infrastructure working silently behind the drywall to make it happen.
Yeah, you really don't want to be tearing out your living room walls to fix a glitchy screen.
No, definitely not. Which perfectly explains why a 1.6-foot cable needs such intense backing. This product comes with a 3-year warranty and free lifetime tech support.
And that support isn't just a basic phone line either. The spec sheet notes you can call, chat, text, or even FAX them for help at 833-WOLFPACK.
A FAX number in this day and age. which is an incredible level of accessibility for a $25 item. It really leaves us with one final mystery to ponder today.
Oh,
Yeah. Think about it. For a 1.6-foot piece of copper designed to sit permanently hidden inside a wall, working silently so you never have to think about it, what kind of catastrophic home theater emergency would actually prompt someone to send an urgent FAX to tech support?